Okay, so welcome to yet another workshop on scholarship tips and tricks. Today is the 2nd March 2024, yet another Saturday. So good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are joining us from. In this session, we are going to go over the following agenda. We will start with an introduction where we'll introduce what scholarship is all about and provide an overview of scholarships. Then we will look at the requirements of scholarship applications whenever you are applying for scholarships. What are some of the requirements you are going to come across? After the requirements, we will provide a flow for you to ask questions, and we will do our best to answer your questions. After the questions and answer session, we will move on to show you a live step-by-step guide on how you can apply for a scholarship. Upon the end of that, we will also open the floor once again for questions and answers. Next, we will look at Scholar Hub platform, and we will provide an overview of this platform and how you can leverage it and utilize it to enhance and facilitate your scholarship seeking journey. Lastly, we will look at the road scholarship success packages which we provide to students who are trying to apply for scholarships, and we will close the session at the end. My name is Abubakar Sani Ali, and I will be the presenter today together with my colleague, Engineer Abbas Raj. So the company is called Yawa, and at Yawa, what we do is to help unlock the full potential of students and professionals by providing them with comprehensive educational consulting as well as some insightful scholarship guidance. We have been in this area and sector for a while now, and we help to bring forward our expertise in the context of scholarships, personalized consulting services, as well as provide students with practical tips and tricks in the process of navigating the landscape of educational opportunities. Workshops we are doing today are mostly to indicate how you can also be able to secure a scholarship. So to start with an overview of scholarship, we would like to talk about what are scholarships, why do we need scholarships, and what types of scholarships are out there. To talk about scholarships, when we say scholarship, we mean financial awards that are granted to students. Only one this, okay? Keep that in mind. Educational background, okay? That could be also a demography. We would like to maybe look at people that have a particular set of educational background for them to be eligible for that scholarship. And why do you provide this information? Is because if you have so many people applying and you have your own detail, this will help these organizers and committee to be able to understand who should be provided with the scholarship and who should not be. This will allow fair distribution of scholarship resources. Because if we allow maybe everybody to apply and everybody has the same chance of getting the scholarship, then maybe some race that is not, you know, highly represented will have very few people who are going to be interested, okay, who are going to apply, and therefore they will be at a disadvantage. So in conclusion, proof of ethnicity is important and sometimes it's going to form a basis of your scholarship application. And understanding what it means will help you provide necessary documentation that strengthens your application. Okay, so let's go into the live application walkthrough. How do you apply for scholarships? Why do we do this overview? Because when we are doing the application walkthrough, you get to understand the parts that you are expected to fill in the application form. Okay, so if you have any question, please go ahead and ask before we move to this next part of the workshop. If you have any question, please go ahead and ask. If there are no questions, then I will hand you over to Abba. Engineer Abba, please go ahead and let's show them the demo of how they can do this step by step.
Okay, good evening all.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. Please allow me to share my screen so that
Yeah, so go ahead and share. I think
all right. All right, so this is the live application walkthrough for the Australia Award Scholarship. As mentioned earlier, it's a government scholarship, meaning that it's the government that is going to oversee the applications, the enrollments, and then the movements from one country to another. So these are the benefits for the Australia Award Scholarship. It covers full tuition fees, and then return air travel, economy class, airfare to and from Australia. So if you're traveling from Nigeria and going back, all of them are covered. Then establishment allowance, which is for your accommodation, your textbooks, and your study materials, is one time, it's given once. So, and then we have the contribution to living allowance, which is a payment that is expected to cover your living to be for your living expenses, actually. Then prepare students for life and studying in Australia. So it's just a small amount or something like that, or small kind of background information they give you to kind of explore and then prepare your mind and yourself for a stay in Australia, because the stay is going to be long. If it's bachelor's, you might stay for 4 years. If it's master's, that is less, but it's still long. A year is long. Then health covers your health. So it covers your health insurance. So what is you're facing as health is concerned, that is covered. You don't have to spend money on that. All right. So we also have the pre-course English, meaning that if your English is still not stable, they'll have to give you some training on that. And then supplementary academic support, anything you need to have a successful academic stay there, you have them. And then field work for research students, covering one FF for field work. Maybe you want to go for field work to another country, then that is also covered. Then conditions: scholarship recipients must agree to leave Australia for at least 2 years after completing their scholarship. So they're not expecting you want to stay behind and find work or something like that, unless stated otherwise. They are saying that failure to comply will result in debt for the total cost of the scholarship. So I don't know, is my volume clear?
There is some cracking noise.
Okay. Well,
Some cracking.
okay, so I don't know the reason for that actually. But then let me see if I can take care of that. Just a second. All right. So in the meantime, let me just continue. You just have to bear with me. So these are the requirements. As usual, you're always supposed to provide your photo, your CV, your passport, ID card, English certificate, and transcript of records, reference letters, intent letter, which is typed inside. In other applications, what you usually do is you have to maybe write down your intention letter, meaning the motivation or statement of purpose letters, and then you upload them as PDFs. But then this one, they give you a box to type out everything. Almost 3 boxes. You have to type at least 400 to 500 words. So now we'll just go directly to the application without wasting time. Right, so this is the link for the application, oasis.bfat.government.au, and this is the site. And the first thing, as always, you are expected to do is to register. Or if you are already a user, then you just have to log in. And then this is what you do: email address. Let's say I want to register a new account. This is what I press: register new account. I hope you've seen it. It's on this right side. If I wanted to log in, I will log in with an email address and a password. But if I want to register a new account, I would have to press register new account. And then I'll enter my email. So my email is scholarhubyawa@gmail.com. And then I type it out again. You can copy and paste, but this one does not allow that. scholarhubyawa@gmail.com. This one is scholarhub. Yep. So family name, let's see, is Hub, and then given name is Scholar, and then my date of birth is, let's see, I was born in 1994, for example, October, and then the 26th of October. Contact number, let me just use this one, and then write save. That's all. So as always, when you log in or register, it will have to send you an email for verification. So we should just hang on and expect an email for verification here. This is my Gmail for my Scholar Hub email. So I'll just have to hold on for the meantime till it appears. Alright, so let's log in again. Let me check that email whether they've sent it so that I don't waste much time. Okay, they've sent the email I was expecting earlier on, which is scholarhubyawa@gmail.com, and then they've sent the temporary password. This is it, K6, and so on and so forth. Then I go there, type in the email address, scholarhubyawa@gmail.com, and then I paste the password they sent and log in. So now I'm in. They want me to change the password. I'll just tell my computer to just suggest a strong password so that it saves it itself for me. And then this one, I'll just write, this one, suggest strong password, suggest, and then update password, and then save. That's all. So now that I am in, I can go to applications as I have said earlier on, and then click on create new application. The scheme is Australia Award Scholarship, and then next. It will take me directly. It's still loading. All right. So this is the first thing. As always, they usually ask for password, so a passport usually. So this is where you fill in every detail of your passport: your title, your family name, your given names, date of birth, your country of citizenship, Nigerian, and then a host of other things. Like here, this is where you put in your password, and as soon as I put in my passport number, it asks for an issue date and expiry date. Then when I save, I have to go back. When I save, it will take me to the next page. So you continue to the application form. Yeah. Okay, it seems like I have to just go through the process. So let's see a name. This is my name, this is my password. Place of birth, let's see, I was born in Kano. Gender, I'm a female. Ethnic group, which is optional, I don't have to stress myself putting it. Citizenship, Nigerian. Dual citizenship, meaning do I have passports for 2 countries? Do I claim to be? Then I'll say no. Which country are you living in? Let's say I'm still in Nigeria or Niger or whichever one. Then have you applied before for you to be a permanent citizen in another country? I say no. Then identity number, if provided, or if applicable to me, then let's say it's passport that is applicable to me. And then issue date, let me just say, oh sorry, first, let's say 29th of February, and then the expiry date is, let's say, 2025 March 27, and then save. So this is the first page I used to. This is actually compulsory. The other pages you just have to click, and then whichever one you have the details for, you just fill in. You have your spouse details, your children details, your emergency contact details. These are things you can do yourself. So supposing it's spouse details now. So you have to enter everything about your spouse. This is actually for emergency purposes, and then other things. I don't know if doctor has something to say about this. There is the children details. Yeah.
So we have scholarship application. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this is the scholarship application. What other scholarships are you going to apply for this year? So you have to talk about those ones. You say, I want to apply for another scholarship, and this is the reason. And then talk until you answer, till you feel you've answered this question actually. Then have you applied previously? Have you previously applied for this scholarship? Then you can either say yes or no, and then you see whatever you do, you have to, when you press next, then it automatically saves. Yeah. So this is that. Then proposed study program too, you have to talk about it. Yeah, from all of them, this is actually one of the technical ones. Whichever course you want to study, you put add, you click on add, and then it takes you to a page like this, a modal. Every university in Australia has what they call a pre-course code. So every course actually in the particular university. So let's say I want to study like mathematics, or let's say data science, for example. The moment I press this pre-course code, it will just load what is for that code. So I put it and then press search. So they've designated a particular pre-course code for that course. So this is master for data science, and then artificial intelligence, and so on and so forth. This is how to find the pre-course code. Any university, let's say this is Macquarie University, then it has, this is what I want to study, so it has its pre-course code. Sorry, this is the pre-course code. So if I wanted to study something like, let's say, mathematics or biology, it also has its pre-course code. As soon as I enter it, it will just kind of pop up the course and every detail about it. Institution, it will, let's say, Griffith University or something like that, and then save. So that's only the technical part of this application. When you are choosing your code, you have to look for the pre-course code. You have to go for you have to search for the university and the course you are looking for. What the course you found that you are interested in must have a pre-course code. They have it on their website. It's not hidden. So as soon as you find it, just enter it and it will give you all the details. And there is the qualifications. You can see that it's giving me a star here, a cross mark here, because I haven't filled everything that is expected of me. Qualification too, I have to press on this add to add my qualifications. Let's say I have a diploma in so course. I have a master's in so program. So I have to fill fill them here. It's very simple. All right. So then let's say supporting statement. This is the statement of purpose you have to enter. As I said earlier on, instead of writing it down and converting it to PDF and uploading it, this is where you have to type out everything. Why did you choose this? Choose your program, and then you have to talk about that. Only 2000 characters are supposed to be entered here. Meaning, as I type, the number of characters will be showing so that I don't exceed what is expected. As I type, I'll tell them why I want to study this program. Then I go down, how will the proposed study contribute to your career? If you remember in the introduction of this workshop, we said it's a government scholarship and it's expected for you to really contribute to your own career and then contribute back home. That's why they don't even want you to stay and say maybe you want to work after that unless stated otherwise. Have you contributed to solving a challenge and to implementing change or reform? So you can see that it's gearing towards you solving a problem back home. And then things like that, you fill in. And then professional memberships too are very important. So maybe you want to go for a PhD and then you want to know if you are a member of any association. If you are a social or psychologist, then you have to be affiliated to, or you have to be a member of the maybe psychological experts association of Nigeria, things like that. Yeah. So all these ones, and then documentary evidence. After you've claimed that you have everything like this, your passport, your children details, your qualifications, then there is this part where you enter a documentary evidence. You have to upload all the documents you claimed you have. This is where to do that. So as a minimum, you must upload this proof of citizenship and certified copies of previous academic transcripts. These are compulsory, but other ones are not. Are just, since they say you may, then they are not much compulsory. Maybe there is a second track or second phase where they will ask you to, maybe since you passed this stage, you say, okay, you should please come and present this document so that we verify you are really who you claim to be. Then you give them IELTS, the statement from university or school that English is your language. So you can see that this one, the IELTS and TOEFL are not compulsory. So far, you can provide a statement that says that you studied your program in English, then fine. So that's it, a curriculum vitae, which has been explained earlier on when we started. Then all these ones to English language details, computer literacy details. Computer literacy details is where you tell them, so this is kind of what expertise you have with computers, so that it will maybe boost your application compared to other applications. Then current employment, are you employed, are you not employed, things like that. When did you start your employment? Is it a government employment, is it private employment, is it something you started yourself, or is it things like that. So communication too is just talking about how you got to know about the scholarship. This is very simple. Actually, you just see maybe you got it from an alumni association or from Facebook or from Yahoo or things or places like that or platforms like that. Then previous employment too. Maybe you, God forbid, you got fired, or maybe you worked somewhere else before you moved on to another place. So this one too, you have to talk about them, but some of them are not compulsory actually. Then that's all. You come to the declaration where you talk about like signing that you agree to all these things you've stated, and then if there is anything that contradicts the truthfulness of what you've said, maybe your passport is wrong, or you forged your passport, or something like that, or you forged your results, things like that, then you are saying that if there is anything wrong, you should be held liable. So you click, I declare in submitting this application form that the information contained in it and provided in connection with it is true and correct. So that's it. So maybe when you find time, just go to the website and see what you have to do. You'll see that the applications are actually very simple. It's only the technical part that is kind of this proposed study program. Don't forget about the pre-course code. It's very important. And then do your research too. Find the course you are interested in. And then this site, if you go away and sit down somewhere, it has a counter. The moment you leave it for 20 seconds, The moment you leave it for 20 seconds, it logs you out. So you have to enter again. This is what I mean. This is where I'm saying it's counting your session. So if I enter maybe children details, it will start afresh from 20 minutes. So 19. So it's counting down. So that's it. So I think what I've said is a bit clear. It has given some insight about how to apply. It shouldn't be difficult actually. Whatever problems you are facing, you can just refer back to us and see how we can iron things out. I think I'll stop here. Right.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have any questions regarding how to apply for this Australia scholarship, please go ahead and ask. As you said, this is provided by the government of Australia, and it's supposed to be easy to apply. Okay, so if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. If there are no questions, then we move on to the next part, which is to show you a simple demo of our app, which we are building for you. And I don't know if you guys have received it. Are you in the group? All of you in the group? No? Okay.
Yeah, there was actually a correction that was made today, so I haven't uploaded it, but I will do that soonest now. It's already ready for the corrections. All the corrections have been made.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see. I think you can see my screen. I believe so.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Application that was specially made for you. Hello. Hello. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use the Scholar Hub application. This is an application that was specially made for you so that you will navigate your way through finding scholarships and then taking sample tests of the IELTS, GRE, and TOEFL exams. So when you are a new user, if you are a new user, this is the first page you are going to meet when you open the application or when you start the application. So it's going to prompt you to create an account, and this is how I'm going to create my own account. I'm going to call myself X, which is my name, and then man, which is my surname. And then for the email, I'm going to write xman at, let's see, I'm going to use hotmail.com. Xman at hotmail.com. Then password, I'm going to use a password that will be very difficult for me to forget. 12345 6, and then I tap on create account. If you're already a user, then you can just click on login and you are in. So after it has taken 2 or 3 seconds to open, this is the page you are going to meet, and these are the things that you are going to see. You're going to see the English proficiency, scholarship guide, and technical tests. And then on the bottom, you're going to see a menu which houses the home, in my course, the courses you have, and the scholarship finder, and then the profile. In the profile, you can be able to log out, invite friends, support our mission, use credits, and maybe edit your profile if you are not interested or if you don't like how you used or you created your profile. So I'm going back home now, and then in English proficiency, you can see we have a TOEFL listening, TOEFL reading, TOEFL speaking, and TOEFL writing. These are all the categories of the TOEFL test. So if I tap on TOEFL listening, for example, I can be able to see the details about it. And if I click on begin lessons, then I can be able to take the lessons for the TOEFL listening test. So I'm going to go back and back again so that maybe I'll go to the scholarship finder. And then in the scholarship finder page, you're going to see the scholarship finder, find scholarships, take practice exams for those tests we've shown earlier on, and then we have a teaching assistant. So supposing we wanted to find a scholarship now, you can look for, we have the page that houses a lot of scholarships with their deadlines, some details about them, the location, and the benefits. And then if you tap on view details, you'll be able to see more on that scholarship. So supposing I was looking for a scholarship, say in Asia, so let me look for a scholarship that I would like to be to take in Asia. Let's look for if there is maybe something like Thailand. So you can just be scrolling until you find it. Okay, this is Thailand, but let me move to this AIT Asian Development Bank Scholarship. This looks interesting. First of all, the deadline is 31st of March, and then its benefits are fully funded, including tuition fees, living expenses, and travel costs. These are all the mini details. You can also see that we have the bachelor's, master's, and PhD, all scholarships. And if I tap on the view details, I'll see more details about the scholarship. I'll see the deadline, and then I'll see about target students from ADB member countries, and so on and so forth. So I also have three buttons. I have the talk to us button, the apply now button, and the check eligibility button. The talk to us button is meant for you to, maybe if you have some gray areas you don't understand, you can just tap on it and it will take you directly to our WhatsApp page so that you can be able to chat with us, call us, or talk to us anyhow, anyone that seems convenient for you. Then you can also tap on the apply now, which will take you directly to the application page so that you can apply yourself if you think you can do it all alone. And then there is the check eligibility. This is the first thing you are supposed to do actually whenever you see scholarships. So you're going to see whether you are a good fit for the scholarship. Maybe you have all your requirements ready. So supposing I was looking for a master's program, and then it asks me for the class of degree, meaning that the undergraduate course I took, what was the class I graduated with. So let's see, I got a second class upper degree, second class upper grade, and then the field of study, let's say I want to go for an engineering MSc. And then TOEFL, I say yes, I have a TOEFL, and I've sat for the TOEFL, and I have the highest score in TOEFL, which is 120. As for GRE2, I tap on yes, and then I'm going to write 112. This is, for example, let's say this is the score I got for my GRE, and then I tap on proceed and wait for the result. And that's it. It says congratulations, you are eligible for the Asian Development Bank's scholarship. And then it tells me more about it. It tells me that I should apply before the deadline and so on and so forth. Then I tap on OK. So that's it, how to use the Scholar Hub application. Make sure you share so that others will benefit. This is especially made for you, as we've said earlier on. Bye.
Okay, so thank you. I don't know if you are able to follow that. Okay, the Scholar Hub app is meant for you so that it will make your life easier when applying for scholarship. It has so many features that are built in for scholars. It has this huge database of scholarships that you can leverage to tweak and select the one that fits you the best. All right, so if there are no questions, we will close the session now. And if there are questions, please go ahead and ask. Okay, I believe there are no questions. All right, so thank you all for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week when we are going to showcase and demonstrate how you can apply for yet another scholarship. Have a good day. Bye.
All right. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you all.